Good afternoon, everyone. I know this is a great day for you, and I'm thankful to God because you're with me today. It's such a wonderful day. Merethah is trying to get in. There's something going on with her feed. It tells me there's no video feed, but Merethah, keep trying, please. Okay? This is Point of View with Shirley, Cleester, Eula, and Merethah here. Today is Tuesday, the 7th of March in the year 2023. And it's such a blessing, such a privilege. God is so good to each and every one of us, isn't He? Dear God, as I sit before you to speak, I pray to you that my soul you will keep. And if I should die before I finish, I pray to you, dear God, in the name of Jesus, that any outstanding sins will be forgiven. Amen. And so I'm listening and I'm hearing an echo. So I hope it's not coming through on your end. Oh, I know what it is. I think I know I have that off and I have this off. So anyway, I'm going to go on and I'm going to hopefully Merethah will get in today because this will be the last week for a while before she's going to be able to be on the show. So I'm praying that she'll get in and hoping that she'll get in. It's a wonderful day. Now let me cut this speaker off here. Okay, there I go. Okay. I'm going to have to, I thought I had this volume cut down. There I go. On this phone. So I'm talking about dignity and integrity today. And of course, I talked about integrity last week. And I talked quite a lot about that because it is really, really, really something good that we don't, many times we don't just go deep off into it and research it. But these integrity is very important in our lives, and dignity is just as important. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my sites here with dignity. And I'm going to start out with dignity and then because I've already talked about integrity, so I'm going to just go right into dignity. What is the definition of dignity? Okay. It's the state or quality of being worthy of honor. The state or quality of being worthy of honor. And I am trying my best to keep this from keep this sound off. I can't remember. I used to do that. Let me see. Let me go back to here. What I have to do, and then I need to go. I've already got that off. That sound. Now I hear an echo. So what I'm going to have to do is just cut that off and just take it completely out and see how that works. Remove that device. Okay. Now, okay, that's better. So I'm going to talk about dignity and the definition. I just talked about the definition of dignity. And I'm going to talk about dignity just a little bit more. It's a state or quality of being worthy of honor or respect. The state or quality of being worthy of honor or respect. A sense of pride in oneself. Is self-respect is a high or honorable rank or position. Dignity. Okay. Now, what is the difference here? Psychology Today, dignity. What is the real meaning of dignity? And this is by Donna Hicks, PhD. Dignity. A few people realize its extraordinary impact on our lives. Dignity. Few people realize what an impact it has on our lives. Okay. I need to turn the sound off here. And I don't know how to do this. Let me see here. Just give me a little time here. I don't know how to do this. But I do want to cut that sound off. But anyway, I'm going to go on and just go completely out of that. Okay, about the same time she's talking now. She said about the same time that she realized the powerful role of dignity that it played in resolving conflict. She said, I also became aware of something else. She said, regardless of where in the world her work takes her, she said, few people understand the true meaning of dignity, and even fewer people realize the extraordinary impact it has on our lives and relationships. And so many times we lump dignity and integrity in the same bowl or glass or whatever. And sometimes we think that they both mean the same thing, but they do not. And she said, that's not to say that people don't react when I use the word dignity. There's always an immediate recognition of the word and its importance. But when I ask people to define it, she said, or tell me what it looks like to have their dignity honored, the conversation falters. She said, the most common response offer is about respect. She said, to the contrary, dignity is not the same as respect. She said, dignity is our inherent value and worth as human beings. Everyone is born with it. All right? Everyone is born with it. Now, remember when we talked about integrity, it said that we're not born with it. Okay, so we're going to get into that also. Thank you so much for being with me today. I really, really appreciate you being with me today. Thank you so much. And I regret that Merethah has not been able to get in here, but I'm still hoping that she's still trying to get in here with me. So far, she hasn't been able to get in here, but I'm going to continue with this about dignity. Okay, so let me get back into it. Let me go back. Okay, so she said the general lack of awareness about all matters relating to dignity, she said, includes my own, inspired me to learn more about dignity. So she said it's an inherent value and worth as human beings that she said everyone is born with dignity. All right. And she said respect, on the other hand, is earned through one's action. See, this is really, really good. It's helping me out because we go through life and we say words and we use them in certain areas, certain sentences, and everything. But sometimes we don't have time to dig out and find out what they really mean. We know that many of them have familiar definitions, but then some of them are so different and they're not all alike. So we just lump them in one little bowl, okay, and use them as they come out. But this is really, really, really good to know. So the general lack of awareness about all matters relating to dignity, and she said, including her own, okay, inspired her to learn more. She wrote a book and to speak professionally to help organizations, businesses, and associations build a culture of dignity. She said, I changed the way I helped people resolve their conflicts by starting a dialogue with a Dignity 101 seminar. So she said, before diving into any conflict, she said, I would sit with both sides and teach them lessons in dignity. She said, when people truly understand what they were discussing, she said, when they truly understood what they were discussing, it shattered limits on healing their emotional wounds. So she helps resolve conflicts. Okay. So after people learn about dignity, a remarkable thing happened. She said, everyone recognizes that we all have a deep human desire to be treated as something of value. Every one of us have that desire to be treated with value as someone with value, something with value, okay? Because we are valuable. And remember, I used this before. We are made in the image and likeness of God. We are wonderfully and beautifully made. We are in his image and we are precious and we have dignity, okay? And we expect to be treated with dignity. All right. So while our uniqueness is important, okay, history has shown us that if we don't take the next step toward recognizing our shared identity, conflicts in our workplace, our personal lives, and between nations will continually abound. That conflict will continue to abound. She said, while our uniqueness is important, because we're all different. We're all different. We're uniquely made. We are one of a kind, okay? No matter how many similarities people have with us, whatever, we are one of a kind, okay? And history has shown us that if we don't, and I know I'm repeating this, take the next step toward recognizing our shared identity, okay? Conflicts in our workplace, our personal lives, and between nations will continue to abound. It will continue if we don't recognize it, if we don't start doing something about it, something to be better people and to treat each other with dignity. Okay? The glue that holds all of our relationships together is the mutual recognition of the desire to be seen, heard, listened to, and treated fairly, to be recognized, to be understood, and to feel safe in the world. So when our identity is accepted and we feel included, we are granted a sense of freedom and independence and a life filled with hope and possibility. And when given an apology, when someone does us harm, we recognize that even when we fall short of being our best selves, there is always a way to reconnect. I'm sorry are two of the most powerful words anyone can utter. And then, remember we talked about that not too long ago, how some people refuse to acknowledge the fact that they are wrong. So they will not apologize. Okay? So dignity has the potential to change the world, but only if people like you help to spread its profound message. So there's a declaration of dignity on this page, which is Psychology Today, okay? And so she said, take time every day to remind yourself and those around you the truth about how valuable we all are. Every one of us is important. Every one of us is valuable. So, in fact, we are born invaluable. We're priceless and we're irreplaceable. So when I go off the scene, nobody can replace me. When you go off the scene, nobody can replace you. Nobody can replace another person because we are uniquely made. We are one of a kind. We are priceless, okay? So simultaneously, never lose sight of your inherent vulnerability. We all know the gut feeling that results from being mistreated or neglected. It's up to you to honor other people's dignity. It's up to me, it's up to you to honor each other's dignity. In the process, you'll strengthen your own. And that is so true. And this author is Donna Hicks, PhD. She's the author of Dignity, the Essential Role It Plays in Resolving Conflict. And she's an associate of the Weatherhead Center of International Affairs at Harvard University. That is a great piece. Now we'll go to our other one. I want to talk about the difference in dignity and integrity. Now, dignity, the quality that goes hand in hand with integrity. However, integrity and dignity should not be confused with each other because they are not the same. The main difference between integrity and dignity is that integrity refers to a firm commitment to the ethical code, while dignity refers to appreciation or respect. Okay? And I want to repeat that. The main difference between integrity and dignity is that integrity refers to a firm commitment to the ethical code, while dignity refers to appreciation or respect. Integrity refers to a steadfast adherence to a strict moral or ethical code. Integrity involves selecting a moral or ethical code which should be followed, acting according to this code, even if it's difficult. Let me get the rest of it. Even if it's difficult, and it's worthy, each person is worthy of self respect. Okay? Now, integrity, let me get down to this. For example, integrity involves selecting a moral and ethical code which should be followed, acting according to this code, even when it is difficult or inconvenient to do so. And remember that commercial, the little girl says, uh, integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's watching. Okay? And that really boiled it down. That's one of my favorite commercials. A person with integrity would be trustworthy, sincere, and steadfast, and would always admit his mistakes. If a person is acting according to his beliefs and his moral code, he is acting with integrity. For example, imagine that a person forgot to pay for something at a store. If that person goes back, admit his mistake, and pays for that item, he or she can be described as a person with integrity. Now, what is dignity? Dignity is the state of being worthy of esteem. Human dignity involves the expectation of personal respect. Okay? Every human being should be treated with dignity. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights declares that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. That's the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Okay? Now, dignity involves treating others in a respectable manner, as well as expecting to be treated in the same manner. It does not, where is that? Matter whether you are poor, uneducated, or belongs to a lower class. And we have classes here: upper, middle class, lower class. You know, everything's got to be classified. All right? Everyone deserves to be treated with dignity, irrespective of their sex, of their religion, of their cultural, social, and economic background, or any physical disabilities. Okay? Even criminals should be treated with dignity, since dignity is a basic human right. When we treat someone with dignity, we are recognizing his and her worth. For example, women may be ill treated in some societies, since it is believed that they do not deserve dignity and thus can be treated in any way. This is why they are often victimized, abused, and exploited in many situations. And we've seen movies, we've heard where some countries treat their women like livestock, or it's treated worse than livestock, really. They don't matter, like their lives just don't matter, like they're just disposable. But that's not true. That's not true. That's not the way God made it. Women may be ill treated in some societies since it is believed that they do not deserve dignity. And we've heard of people killing their children, killing their wives because of some belief that that society has. And it's a shame that they did this, and they no problem with killing them. I mean, that sounds harsh, but it is true. We've all heard about it and we've seen examples of it, okay? In movies and on the news and places like that, okay? So, this is why they are often victimized, abused, and exploited in many situations. If everyone in the world treats others with dignity, such kind of situations will not arise. Dignity can also refer to a sense of pride in oneself. A sense of pride in oneself. Thank you for being with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thus, this can also be described as self respect. It is it is the way one sees himself and how others ultimately see him or her. Okay, dignity. You can tell the difference in dignity and integrity. So now in this piece, which is from differencebetween.com, okay? Differencebetween.com. The first site was Psychology Today. So what is the difference between integrity and dignity? And so I have a chart here, integrity versus dignity. Integrity refers to a steadfast adherence to a strict moral or ethical code. Dignity refers to the state of being worthy of esteem or respect. Integrity. A person with integrity will be honest and follow a strict moral code. Dignity. A person with dignity will behave in a respectful manner and will treat people with dignity. Next, integrity is a quality processed by a person. Self versus others. Dignity also refers to the manner in which someone treats others. Okay, so what is the summary here? Integrity versus dignity. There is a difference between integrity and dignity. Although both are very admirable qualities, integrity refers to a steadfast adherence to a strict moral or ethical code. Dignity refers to the manner in which someone behaves as well as the manner in which someone treats others. A dignified person will behave in a respectful manner and treat others respectfully. And we've all said this, I will not dignify that. I will not dignify that with an answer. Hassa is an author. She is a BA graduate in the field of humanities and is currently pursuing a master's degree at the time that this was written in the field of English languages and literature. Her areas of interest include language, literature, linguistics, and culture. So this is differencebetween.com. So hey, I don't have a whole lot. And you know me, I say I won't belabor the time, but I do want to show you something. I really do. And I'm trying to get my phone here so that I can show you something because I want you to see this that I have, and hopefully this won't start. Uh, Look like I'm frozen up. Hi, Sister Leora and Sister Jackie. Hi. Okay, let me see if I can get this. What I want to show you is I I do make jewelry, but I haven't made it in a while. So I said, you see this I have on right here? See these earrings I have on right here? See my necklace right here? Well, I have this, and I said, I've been thinking about it, and I said, well, should I do this? But I have so much pretty jewelry. And oh my goodness, and it's not expensive and it's hypoallergenic. And I don't know whether you can see it real good with the light, my light, because my light's not doing well. I think I'm going to turn this light off and see if you can see it better. See if you can see it. But this is, oh shoot, it's not doing any better, is it? I don't know why that camera's not letting letting it come through. But this is, oh, look at there. Look at there. I want you to see that. These are different earrings. And then at the top here, there are different earrings right here, 3 different sets. And there are 1, 2, 3 sets of these, and one set is what I have on right here. And so they're not expensive at all. And I said, I'm going to offer them, I need to raise some funds. There's so much that needs to be done. And uh, I said, if people are interested, if you're interested, oh, there it is. Yeah. If you're interested, you can get these from me, and they're not going to cost hardly anything. They're not even $10. And there are 6 pairs of earrings on this card right here. Too bad I can't get that showing that the 3 pair at the top. I don't know whether you can see them good. You see those right there. Then you see these, and then I have on this pair right here. So anyway, just let me know, okay? And then I can show many, many more. I have so many, many more. I have necklaces. I have bracelets. There's the gold. I have the silver necklaces, my jewelry necklaces. Okay, I don't know whether it's coming through. It doesn't look like it is, right? They're my silver bracelets. So I have quite a lot. And look at this card of earrings right here. Just look at that. I'm not turning it, well, this is point of view, so hey, I have a little time. So I just want you to see these. I don't know whether you can see them well because they're in the cellophane. But anyway, just let me know, and I'll try to fix it where I can do a show, a presentation, okay? So anyway, I love you so much, and I thank you so much for being with me. I am, like I said, I am not going to just go on and on and on and on. Um, I know I have 4 comments here. Let me see if I can see them. And like I said, I regret that Merethah could not get on here. She couldn't get on here today, but hopefully Thursday she'll be on here, and hopefully Cleester, if she doesn't get called into work, she'll be able to be on here too. So, all right, I love you, everybody, and thank you so much for being with me. Okay, because you're so special to me, and remember that you are dignified. You have that dignity, and you have that integrity, and hold on to your integrity. You've heard people say, I'm going to hold on to my integrity, like Job. Remember, Job kept his integrity. All right, he held on to his integrity. And let me get that off, it's echoing me. But he held on to his integrity, and so we are too. So I thank you so much for being on here with me today. And remember, Thursday, God willing, we'll be on here. And I want to say to the Jackson family, we know about Zelda Faye. We were in school together. We were majorettes together at Terrell School in the band. And so she has gone on, and she's gone on into eternity. And I heard some news, but when I get for sure, Thursday, God willing, I'll put the announcement out there for those who haven't heard when she will be memorialized. And then also, I heard this morning that Kenneth Rhodes, Michael's uncle, and my classmate, and he was my uncle in law when I was married to James. So Kenneth has transitioned also, and so we're praying for the Rhodes and the Jackson family. Okay, so, and of course the Jerome Madison and all of the family, Zelda's sons and daughter. We're praying for everybody. Okay, praying with and for you. And so I'm going to sign off now. No need of hanging on here. I love you, everybody. Enjoy your day. And thank you so much for being with me. Don't forget to tune in to Spoke Radio. I appreciate it. I love you. Enjoy your day.
Oh God, I'm calling on you. Oh God, I'm enlisting the saints to pray. Can you hear me? Can you feel me? Can you hear it?